So आज हामी कहाँ जाने लागेको रे क्वाक त्यो where are we going today?
Aquaduck.
Quack. So this is our ride for today. यसले चाहिँ हामीलाई पुरै गोल्ड कोस्ट घुमाएर लास्टमा पानीमा छिराउँछ। यो बस चाहिँ बाटोमा नि गुड्ने पानीमा नि छिर्ने खाले बस रहेछ हैन। यसको यस्तो सेप छ। So this will take us to the water as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to get everybody on Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the last people on board. Now, how is everyone this morning? Are we good?
Wherever you're from, everyone, just enjoy the next hour with us. I'll just let you know now that Aquaduck's a bit famous on the Esplanade, so you might have people staring at you, waving at you, even pointing and laughing at you. So don't get offended, just stare back, wave back, point and laugh back at them.
सिधै त रहेछ होटलबाट
फर्स्ट टाइम भन्छ युज टु नभन्नु नेक्स्ट टाइम आउँदा हाम्रो थाहा हुन्छ
हिजो हामी गाडीले त्यत्रो घुम्यो त 5 मिनेट रहेछ यार हिँडेर जिउले म्याक्खा ठाउँ त त्यही रहेछौ
Now, here, this is the heart and soul of surfers paradise. On the left, that's Cavill Ball. That has got all the shops, bars, cafes, restaurants. It was actually named in honour of the late Jim Cavill, who opened the Surfers Paradise Hotel in 1925. Now, in case you don't know already, every Wednesday, Friday and Saturday, so this afternoon they're going to have all beachfront markets set up along the Esplanade. They're from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till 9 o'clock at night. So if you get a chance, check them out, they're really cool. Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. What is the Gold Coast most famous for? Yes, beaches. You're right. Good answer. There are actually 57 kilometres of golden sandy beaches that stretch all the way from South Stradbroke Island down to Rainbow Bay. And you might notice yellow lifeguard towers too on the beach. They dot all up the coastline, marking the patrolled areas. So if you are going to go for a swim at the beach, please make sure to look out for the red and yellow flags. Only ever swim between them, because that's the safest part of the beach. That's where the lifeguards are patrolling. Yes, Captain Trencher said he saw a whale breach out. We're out in front of the whale watching boat out in the distance. Yeah, every May to November we have 40,000 humpback whales that are migrating right along past the Gold Coast. They make their way up to warmer waters at this time to have their babies. They can grow up to 16 metres long with a pectoral fin of up to 5 metres high. And they eat up to 2,000 kilograms of crustaceans every single day, like krill, small fish, plankton, SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward. No, I'm kidding. I got carried away, sorry. They don't eat SpongeBob and his mates. Who'd eat SpongeBob? But they do eat plankton. But that's okay, because he's bad, isn't he? Yeah.
पैसा छ 200 छ
Now, the Gold Coast is one of the fastest growing regions in Australia. There is over 720,000 people now calling it home. It has an average growth rate of 1.3%, making it the 6th largest city now in Australia. It has on average 300 sunshine days a year. This may not be one of them. And average temperatures of 28 degrees in summer, 21 degrees in winter, and average water temperature of 22 degrees. So it's a pretty comfy place to live and swim all year long. And you can see the GC500, the supercar racetrack, is being set up now, held in October. This beach here is called Narrowneck. And usually it's very popular with the surfers and kiteboarders here. At the moment they can't get access though to the beach because of the GC500, all their scaffolding, but usually it is, and part of that reason is because there's an artificial reef out there made up of over 400 giant sandbags. They put it out there to preserve the sand dunes from erosion during bad weather, and it just happened to enhance the wave break as well. So that's the spot you'll find them. It's also called Narrowneck, this area, because at high tide there's only 150 metres separating the Nerang River on our left to the Coral Sea on our right. Hence Narrowneck.
Oh, yeah.
बाटो पुरै ब्लक गरिदिनु लाग्यो
अक्टोबर रेस्ट
1 महिनालाई मात्र होला हो
अब एउटा 1 महिनाको गेमको लागि
पुरै प्यारासुटहरु बनाइराख्छ
This suburb we're about to go through is called Main Beach, but I call it Crane Beach at the moment because of all the cranes. That's what it should be called, all the construction. But this is the most affluent beachside suburb of the Gold Coast. Of the prices of property here in Main Beach on the beachfront. Coming up on our right, see this sandstone building? Well, if you're interested, one has just come up for sale for $9 million. The apartment. So jump in quick, grab two.
Quack, quack. Quack, quack.
I'll get the one next door. Sure. And then see this big house here? House belongs to the owner of Superama. Now, he bought the land with a little rundown beach shack on it 7 years ago for $13 million. Demolished that, had the family dream home built, and they hardly ever use it. It's just a holiday home, one of their many holiday homes. So if they're not on holidays, it doesn't get used. What a shame. I'll be lucky to afford myself a caravan for a holiday home. Actually, they're not cheap either, caravans. I'd be lucky to afford a dilapidated caravan. Surf Lifesaving Club. The old Cream section there was built in 1936. That was the first clubhouse on the coastline. And the Main Beach Pavilion beside it was a dressing room. Because back then, it was an infringement of local bylaws. If you removed any articles of clothing on the beach, there'd be big trouble. So times have changed. Actually, that Southport Yacht Club there's a lovely place to go for dinner or lunch if you want to go somewhere different. It does have quite reasonable priced meals for families, and it overlooks the beautiful boats on the Southport Marina. Now there's a beautiful body of water here. It's called the Broadwater. There's something very, 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 very special about the Gold Coast Broadwater. Does anyone know what that is? No? It's that we're going in it. Just up here, there's a boat ramp. So I hope you are all ready for a boat ride now. Because we're going in, whether you like it or not. You've been abducted. Get it? Oh, that was really bad. Yeah, look at the other aqueduct over here coming out. This is what you guys are going to do.
Now we're going to the water with this gari from land to water. Someone for that. We're going to the water now. That's came out. Quack quack. Another quack quack. With the paradise jet, speed jet. त्यसले त बट्टङ टङ कुदाउँछ नि त फेरि अब हामी चाहिँ पानीमा जाँदैछौँ है गाइस.
All right, we ready, everyone? Let's do it. Everyone takes their seat belts off while we're on the water. Very important for safety.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Broadwater of the Gold Coast. Easy as that. Now, if anyone's a little bit worried, don't be too worried. If you don't know, our Aquaduck used to be in the military. These were first of all known as military vehicles called lark. This light amphibious resupply cargo vessel. They've been transformed now for Australian roads and cruising. So, not an issue for our ducky. Now what we're going to do pretty soon, everyone, is we're going to start junior captains. So I'll just tell you a little bit about junior captains again, guys. We've got a fair few junior captains to get through. Now it's just a quick photo of the helm here driving the duck. We do ask, please don't press any buttons or pedals. We don't know what they do. No, we do know what they do, just don't press them. And Mum and Dad, you are now the action photographer. So what we're going to do is we're going to head out of the Broadwater into the canal systems. And how do we do that? Well, we just head under the three bridges right ahead there. So once I get to the other side of the bridge, we'll start junior captains.
How to drive?
You want to do a drive? You can go in the front. You want to go? Let's go. No, we're gonna teach you.
Alrighty, who's our first junior captain? You can start making your way up to the helm.
Go, Captain, go.
तिउलाई लानलाई चाहिँ म लगेर जान्छु त्यसलाई.
Captain Polowy to the helm.
मैले लगेर जान्छु. हो?
Somebody did that.
Just remember, mums and dads, get those cameras at the ready.
So हाम्रो ट्युब चाहिँ अब aquaduck क्वाक चलाउन जाँदैछ.
So we're going to take a photo. Tracy, we just have to get someone to get a photo in here. Alright, once we get to the other side of the bridge here on the left hand side, you'll see the skyline of Surfers Paradise. Now you'll see the Q1 building, that's at the back there, that's one of the big lines on the top. Oh, really can't see it, it's a bit cloudy there. So here we're now in the canal systems, everybody. And a lot of people don't know, but here on the Gold Coast we have more canal systems than Venice. These waterways are a big part of how the Gold Coast locals can get from one end of the coast to the other. In fact, you can go all the way right up to Brisbane via inland waters. All right, we'll get the next junior captain to make your way to the helm, please. Okay, next junior captain. Now guys, do keep your eyes while we're in the water open, because it's not only the whales giving birth at the moment. Last week I saw a dolphin out here and she gave birth to a newborn baby calf. Now we called it Subway because when we saw it was only a foot long, so keep your eyes open for Subway and calf. Now straight up ahead there you'll see the All Boys Boarding School. That's called TSS and that stands for the Southport School. It's actually established in 1901. Alright, we'll get the next junior captain to make your way up to the helm.
Yeah.
No, not that.
Now one of the more famous houses here on the canals, guys, is over on the left hand side. You'll see a white house up there with a funny looking roof. It looks a bit like a skateboard ramp. That's one of Jackie Chan's houses here on the Gold Coast. Now, a lot of people don't know, but Jackie Chan actually grew up in Australia. His parents brought him over to Canberra when he was about 4 or 5 years old. And one of the last movies he did here on the Gold Coast was Rush Hour 2. Now we don't only get dolphins in here, we get sea turtles, dugong, lots of good fishing. Also sharks, the most notorious shark in the world actually breeds in these canals. And most people think the most notorious shark in the world is a great white. You would be wrong. It's actually called the bull shark. And this is actually brackish water. It's a mix of fresh water from the mountains and salt water from the oceans. Alright, we're doing pretty good here. How do I know? Because we're still floating, everyone. So we'll get the next junior captain to make our way up to the helm there.
Tiana, is he going or not?
Alright, next junior captain, make your way up to the helm. Alright, sit down there, mate. Keep your legs over that side for us. Grab the wheel, it's going to go straight ahead, you got it? Alright, now this is also where people start looking at which house you want to buy, guys. Now, property prices on the Gold Coast, as a local, I can tell you now they're ridiculously gone up. There's studio units now going for over 500k. Around this area, you can buy a vacant block of land for about $2 million, or you can buy one of the bigger houses on a few blocks of land. You won't get much change for $25 million. Now, the most expensive property that sold last year on the Gold Coast was at Tallabudra, went for over $40 million. Now, one of the reasons property prices are going up on the Gold Coast is so is the population. Population on the Gold Coast before COVID, just under 600,000. We're up over 742,000 now. That makes us the fastest growing region in Australia. Alright, we'll get the next junior captain to make your way to the helm here, guys.
Tiana.
Let's go to you now. Our Tiana going to drive.
Alright, you jump up there, mate.
Our junior is driving now. Boat.
Now, up straight, just watch those buttons there, mate,
Yeah, we did toss that.
Now, up straight ahead there, guys, that school, TSS, that All Boys Boarding School, if you have a close look, the boys are lucky enough to have their own boat shed.
I'm having fun.
By the age of 12 years old, those boys are learning how to sail.
How are you feeling, Tiana? Are you having fun?
Tack up and down the channel. Now, here on the Gold Coast, if you go to the beach on the weekends, especially in the summer months, you'll see little 5 and 10-year-old kids running up and down the beach. They're called nippers, and they're learning to be lifeguards. So it's very important we teach our children all about water safety as we are surrounded by it. So do remember, everyone, if you go swimming at the beach, always go in between the red and yellow flags. That way the lifeguards can see you. Alright guys, we've got the next junior captain to start making your way up to the helm. Now, growing up here on the Gold Coast, by the age of 5 years old, a lot of us are surfing and fishing, so it is a big part of the culture here on the Gold Coast. We've got everything from our creeks to our canals to our ocean, the big Hinds Dam out the back
Now
there.
Tiana got the driving license here.
It's certificate. Okay.
Bag ma राख्दियो त्यो उडाउँछ पानी. दिदी मैले ब्यागमा राख्दै हुनु टाइकोमा
Now, one of the new additions here on the Gold Coast happened last August, and the August just gone. It was the Pacific Air Show. Now, the Pacific Air Show usually hosted in Huntington Beach, California. We've now locked it in here on the Gold Coast, so we're literally out there watching whales breaching while watching all the planes in the sky do their tricks. So it doesn't seem to end on the Gold Coast anymore. We just had the Pacific Air Show, then we had the holidays. Now we've got the GC 500 coming up, then Christmas and more holidays. Never ends. Oh, don't forget schoolies. Alrighty. How'd you go? Did you take it? Now don't forget about our backyard on the Gold Coast either, everyone. A lot of people don't know, but our backyard on the Gold Coast is actually the most extensive subtropical rainforest in the world. It was created by the world's second largest caldera, or dormant volcano, owned by the oldest continuous glacier in the world. Not many people know that. And many moons ago when I was younger, the Americans even made a cartoon about our backyard. It was called Burn Gully, the last of the rainforest. So that was all based on our beautiful backyard here on the Gold Coast. Okay, we've got the next junior captain to make your way to the helm.
Riley!
Also guys, if you look over to the left hand side of the channel, you'll see a red marker. Now the house behind that red marker with the black roof, that's got a bit of history here on the Gold Coast. Now it's been revamped, but the bones of that house were first of all built for the late Mr. Keith Williams. Back in the old days, Keith Williams had a show out here on the Narang River. It was called Ski World. Now Ski World was so popular, so many people started turning up to it. He was no longer allowed to have Ski World on the Narang River, so he created what we know today as Sea World. The funny thing about that house though, it was then bought by one of the directors of Dreamworld, Mr. John Longhurst, and then it was given to a young lad for his 21st birthday. And you can see the old boys boarding school, their own little boat shed just up ahead there. Alright, what we're going to do guys is we're going to head across the other side of the channel. Do you want to see how fast the duck goes? Get ready everybody. That's it, that's the G-force of the duck. Alright.
Okay, Charlie!
Now the funny thing about that house I was talking about there, like I said, it was then sold or bought by the director of Dreamworld, Mr. John Longhurst. So you could say out here, this is where SeaWorld actually began out here.
Up you go, Charlie.
I've got a little bit of wet stuff coming down, everybody.
It starts raining,
Shark, dolphin,
And just up ahead a little bit, everyone, you'll see some red and white stripes very close to water level. Now that's not for his boat, that's his own private helicopter pad on the water. Once we go past, if you have a little peek underneath his notice, under the house, he has the perfect addition to the garden under there. It's not a garden gnome, it's got a conditioned world water. Now that same house I'm talking about also has an 8-car approach, what we call a panic room or a bug out room. Alrighty, we've got the next junior captain to start making your way up to the helm here, everybody.
That's it, Captain Trent. That's all our drivers done.
Oh, that's all the junior captains. Can I get a big round of applause for all our junior captains, everybody? Great job. Remember the rules though, don't go driving mum and dad's car into the pool.
Down that way.
Alright everyone, what we're going to do is we're going to head underneath the bridge just up ahead there. That's going to take us out of the canals into the broad water. And we've still got a few little bits and pieces we're going to show you up there towards Marina Mirage.
What? Why pet? How are you feeling?
Good.
Yesterday good or today good?
Yesterday was good as well. Yeah.
2 kilo.
wild.
One of a hell experience.
Oh, yeah.
हिजो चाहिँ हामी डल्फिन हिजो चाहिँ हामी वेल वाचमा गर्थ्यौँ
वेदर मात्रै जाने हो
होलले वेल वाच गएको झन्डै वेलको चारा भएर आएको दिदी 4 किलो घटेर आयो म 1.5 किलो जति घटेर आएँ बहिनी 2 किलो बढेर आयो पानीमा सब कपडा भिजाएर voice flag अपार्टमेन्टमा बस्ने मान्छे कति होला हिजो हामीले देखा नानी कहाँ गयो
If you want to do any other tours above, on or below the water, all this section here, Mariners Cove, is dedicated to that. You've got helicopter tours, whale watching, parasailing, jet ski safaris, scuba diving and fishing parties as well, and discover tourism. So that's Mariners Cove, that's famous for that. And then beside Mariners Cove, this Northern Garage, which is a 5-star shopping and dining centre, and the sails at night look beautiful. They're lit up with amazing colours. And then for a bit of interesting information, see these two big boats facing forwards? The one on the left with the blue hull is Class Farmers Boat Australia. The one on the right is used in the Low Deck Down Under, that reality show on TV. SeaWorld up ahead of us. You can see a wooden roller coaster called Leviathan. That is the latest addition to SeaWorld, a whole new section called the New Atlantis, which involves 3 new rides. The roller coaster Leviathan, the other ride with the swings, the Trident, and the Vortex as well.
Why did you say night? Why did you say night?
If you love seafood, see those trawlers to the right? They go out every evening.
अब हामी यहाँबाट फेरि बाटोमा जाँदैछौँ एयरपोर्टबाट
just remember once we're up on the road there, those road rules will apply.
We're going to the road again. बस सिटबेल्ट भनिरहेको छ एउटा कस्तो भन्यो के भन्दा पनि बत्ता छु तिमीको त्यही त्यसै भएर भने के हिजोदेखि त्यही भएर गराएकै बाटो आइसकेपछि another one? Now we back to the road again. Jet wala ho.
Okay, do you want to enjoy your boat ride? It's nice, isn't it? We're going to head out of Proud Park Boat Ramp now, forgot the name of it then, and make our way down the Gold Coast Highway, down the main drag of the car race track.
I'm the very first Aquaduck in Australia allowed to carry humans on the road and water. I was born in May 1996. My creator, Mitch McIntyre, told me I was very difficult to put together. In fact, so difficult, that's how I became able to talk. He used to yell certain things at me, and one day I'd heard enough and answered back. Boy, was he surprised. He told me I took 2 years of hard work right here in Queensland before I could swim. When I first splashed onto the water, he was real nervous. Everyone followed and rushed me. My shell is all aluminium. My heart is a 300 horsepower Cummins diesel engine. People think I use my flippers in the water, but I really use my propeller under me. And my rudder and front wheels steer me while I swim. My wheels don't help me make any headway in the water, so while I'm swimming, I don't rotate my wheels. I've been told I'm extravagant. My 4 shoes cost over $2,000 each. You guys can get real heavy, so I use all of my 4 wheels to climb out of the water up the ramps. If ever I got hurt and started taking in water, I can pump water out of me 16 times faster than the marine transport requires me to. I'm not just a pretty paint job. There's a few imitations around, and I'm the original one-of-a-kind talking Aquaduck.
अहिले अक्टोबर त हो नि इनतिर होला
त्यो मान्छेहरु बसेर हेर्ने बनाएको
प्याराफिटहरु बनाएर
Yeah, he sure is original, isn't he? He's a good old stuff.
गाडी कुदाउँछ अरे
Now, here is the rest of the supercar race track. See, they come around this corner where the barricades are and then go 240 kilometres an hour down this straight. You can't hardly see them. It is mind-blowing. Ducky will show you how fast they go. Well, good. Oh yeah, Ducky, you can keep up. About 200 kilometres faster than that, and you got the idea. And here's the starting grid up here. It takes them 6 weeks to transform Surfers Paradise and Main Beach into one big racetrack for a 3-day event, and 3 weeks to pull it all down again. So here's the starting grid where it appears off to the left. That's where they go in for the pits. You can see all the pits being set up now. Actually, that park behind it, it's like pointing to the Gold Coast. It's called It's absolutely beautiful when that scaffolding is in front of it. But what's special about it is it's dreams. But how's their pool? They've got this big lagoon style saltwater pool with a big coral reef in it and thousands of fish from the Great Barrier Reef swimming around in there, and the residents can snorkel, swim, scuba dive even, have their own reef experience. Absolutely amazing. They've got a really good seafood buffet there too, if you're looking for a seafood restaurant. You just have to catch what you want from the lagoon. No, I'm joking. And beautiful Japanese teppanyaki. This Paradise Resort's excellent for kids, and you don't have to be a resident there to use their facilities. It's open to the public. They've got a nice skating rink, carousel, 2 big water parks, a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, everybody.
Everyone needs to wear seatbelt.
You need to wear seatbelt. Come on, do it. Die.
त्योभन्दा नि सानो बच्चा भने त हिजैदेखि तपाईँलाई
Okay everyone, as we're making our way out of Surfers Paradise, I'll give you a quick rundown on the safety equipment that we've got on board. As per marine transport requirements, we do have flotation devices located on top of the roof, and they're fully equipped with a hydrostatic release system. We also have life jackets under the front seats, under the rear seats and in the overhead lockers, and emergency equipment also located under the back rear bench seat. There's also 2 big orange life rings on the ceiling down the back.
त्यसको त्यो हातमा प्लानिङ छ हाम्रो यही नाम छ क्या
No, they're not, Ducky. You can't play with the life rings, can you? He likes to make some cheeky comments. I'll apologise right now. Where's everyone from? Hands up if you're from Victoria. New South Wales. Well, the whole bus. Is anyone left there? Who's from South Australia? Western Australia? Northern Territory. Stay seated for me until we get those stairs pulled down, right? And take care walking down them. They might be a bit wet.
सर्फर प्याराडाइज दिदी अहिले खिचेँ नि सर्फर प्याराडाइज बत्ती बलिरहेको थियो हिजो जेट स्कीहरू पनि रहेछ त यहाँ फेरि प्यारासेलहरू नि आइरहेछ त
Now, if you did have any feedback at all, write it on Aquaduck website under Google. You can rate or write a review. Any feedback's welcome. We love hearing it. Don't forget to put Trent and Tracy's name in so we know you're on our tour. We love it too, and it helps us out. But on behalf of Captain Trent and myself, Tracy, have a lovely Gold Coast holiday. Very nice to meet you all. Thanks, kids, for driving, and thanks for coming aboard the